Article 13 consists of 4 sections. Article 13, group health insurance contribution, then Article 13A, health and welfare, Article 13B, tuition remission, and then C is dependent care. Let me address Article 13, which fundamentally sets forth the group insurance commission plan monthly premium rate for members. The payment is determined by the general court. So the percentage of payment for group insurance coverage or health insurance coverage is determined by the general court, by the legislature. Article 13A is health and welfare, and what this does is creates a trust agreement providing for a board of trustees with union and administration representation, and the board of trustees determines the benefits to be extended to members. Richard Waring happens to be on that board for our union. Funding currently is set at $17 per employee per week, and this covers health and welfare, which is your eyeglass benefits and dental benefits, also dependent care assistance for children and elders if your elder is in your guardianship, and operating administrative costs. The terms and conditions under health and welfare are non-grievable, and there is no employer liability. These are contributions are indicated by the general court. Educational assistance has been added to our contract with this time around, and as of January 1, 2016, there's a figure of $250,000 for the calendar year, and in January 1st, 2017, there's $500,000 annualized for educational assistance, and this will be something that the Board of Trustees will be looking at for the administration. Article 13B is tuition remission, and as state workers, you should know that you will be able to get reimbursed for tuition only for full-time programs, and also 50% tuition for non-state supported programs in the state colleges and universities and community colleges. The determination is whether or not the program is part of the full-time matriculated program. If it's not part, if your course is not covered under the full-time matriculated program, it's considered a half tuition assistance. Also, this is only for tuition and does not cover fees, which could be considerable. Our spouses of full-time employees are also eligible. And lastly, dependent care. Voluntary dependent care assistance, or DCAP, must comply with federal tax deductibility. And dependent care assistance, as noted earlier, is for children, for daycare, for example, or for elders who are receiving care and assistance during the day. So that's covered under dependent care, and there are tax obligations on this as well, so you need to be aware of that. Let me turn things over to David Young to address this from the administration's perspective.
Okay. Well, from the administration's perspective, Article 13 concerning health insurance contributions, management's in the same boat as the union employees. This is a matter that's regulated by statute. As Greg said, the general court establishes the rate, and there's also a state statute that invests GIC with a very high authority to manage the group insurance program. Article 13A, health and welfare. I would just say from the management perspective, this article was a major breakthrough in collective bargaining for the union. As indicated for Article 13, this is an area that's highly regulated by statute. So rather than amending the statute when the union was proposing dental and vision benefits, the state set up this state trust, which has both management and union representatives on it. Essentially, it's a dental and vision benefits program that's added to your other insurance package and is managed by a health and welfare trust. The trust is, as Greg said, funded by the Commonwealth, and the benefits are not grievable. I've served as a management representative on 2 different trusts, and I have to say that there's been no real area of dispute over the trust. The benefit has been increased over time as the employer's contribution has increased. One final thing I'd say about the management perspective on this: management was pretty much bent out of shape when these trusts were established because management was not covered by them. Subsequently, there were insurance plans that were afforded to management to provide some of these benefits. Article 13B, tuition remission. This provision dates back to the 1980s and is a collaborative effort between the union, the executive branch, and the Board of Higher Education. In my 40 years working for the state and my years now working for NAGE, I have not encountered any dispute concerning this benefit. If you have any questions, please direct them to your Human Resources Office. Article 13C, dependent care. There are various federal programs that provide a tax advantage, such as the Health Savings Plan, deferred compensation, and dependent care. These are all regulated by the federal government, and they do have tax consequences. Once again, if you have any questions, please direct them to your Human Resources or Payroll Office. I would note, too, in terms of any questions regarding the Health and Welfare Trust Fund, please direct your questions to the trust administrators who are located here at NAGE. So you can just call NAGE and ask for the Health and Welfare Fund.
Thank you.
Okay.
Richard?
Okay, I'll just cover a couple of points. First of all, with respect to the group health insurance contribution, I am a member of the State Group Insurance Commission. That's the group that, as David indicated, manages the group health, disability, and life insurance programs for state employees. We also manage the group dental and optical benefits for managers and confidential employees who aren't in any bargaining unit. One thing that's important to note is that, as Greg indicated, under the collective bargaining agreement, the ratio of health insurance premium contributions between management and employees is governed by the state legislature for state employees. For municipal employees, the setup is somewhat different. So if you happen to be a municipal employee watching this video, you should check your own collective bargaining agreement because it contains different provisions than the state collective bargaining agreement does. With respect to the tuition remission program, as has already been indicated, the state does provide tuition remission at either full or 50% rates for state college and university and community college programs, but the tuition remission applies only to the tuition fee. It doesn't apply to various other fees, and doesn't apply at all, of course, to the cost of buying books and other study materials. So while the tuition remission is nice, it's better than not having it, it does not cover anything like the full cost of taking a program at one of the state colleges or universities. That's all I have.
Okay. Thank you, Richard.